Good evening, Foundation. It is your World Heavyweight Champion, Don Krypton. And obviously, I am gearing up for the storm warning, and I have the BWO champion on my hands, and it's going to be a time. So forgive me for trying to stay out of the spotlight for a little bit, but I've got a lot going on. However, I have a match tonight, and I'm honestly really confused about the purpose of it. Granted, I understand, they're two formidable opponents, at least Bobby is, but why is this happening? What's the purpose? My guy, Drew Coleman, I wanted to ask, what's the point of continuing to put me up against the BWO? Vagabond doesn't even have the title to show for it. And Bobby's the only thing worth anything in the BWO faction. So what's the point of this? I don't have a problem helping you out, Mr. Coleman, but I know you have your problems with Trevor and you're trying to figure out the whole Tyler situation, but I still have a lot of questions. Why is this tag team match happening? There's no point. What I want you to do is, if you want help from me, if you want help from your number 3 draft pick, from the one who is carrying your brand right now, you have to stop putting me up against the BWO. Stop putting me in tag team matches that don't have any issues. If anything, I would be the one to go up against your tag team champions. Now, if that's not going to happen, then don't put me in these tag team matches. Do you understand? Now, I've never been the biggest Tyler fan, but as a GM myself and one who's been beaten out of a position, I understand your plight, Drew. But I need you to help me help you. Speaking of help, somebody go talk to Bones, please. Bobby, you're his friend. You're supposed to be the one that's helping him out here. Help him get the help that he needs, because we should never see any former champion this way. And that's all I got to say on that. Honestly, there's a whole lot going on, but as long as I'm holding this belt right here, I think it is kind of important to start making promos great again. I guess we'll be talking soon. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show. Welcome to the Blueprint.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Gunslinger, the Army of One himself, here to bring you all the action tonight on Foundation's Blueprint. And what a night of action we have. We just heard from our Foundation World Champion, Don Krypton, but tonight we have 3 amazing matches, and we start out strong. We start out with Vega against A-list Alverson. To the ring we go to kick this week off.
He's A-list Alverson, he's handsome, my oh my.
Well, thank you.
He's A-list Alverson, he's rich like pudding pie. A-list Alverson, gonna let that money fly.
What?
Because A-list Alverson is just that good of a guy.
Hello everybody, welcome to the A-List Alverson Show, and my very special guest here today, I have an avid gamer. So, to get things started off for you here and get us in the right direction, Sonny, what I want to ask you first and foremost, so that everybody out there with jobs and livelihoods knows, what in the hoot and holler and heck is esports?
I don't know.
Alright, well, do you play video games, son?
Yeah.
Alright, tell me about some of your favorite video games.
I like, Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
And I like Wii Sports.
Wii Sports and Fortnite. Those are some of the good ones, ain't they? I'll tell you what. Now, when you are competing in a video game setting here, how many hours at a time do you use as a session?
I don't know.
A ballpark with me, kid.
What's a ballpark?
Well, now, if you get a high score, what's a good benchmark and how important is it?
It's not important. It's a video game.
Son, how many girlfriends do you have?
What?
How many girlfriends do you have?
I don't have any girlfriends.
Now,
Why are you asking these questions?
Now, see, that there is an acceptable answer. In fact, it is the right answer for a boy your age. Now, I want you to be true to yourself. Keep spending your money on the things that you enjoy, like bubblegum and Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs?
All right, bubblegum and
TikTok.
I guess, if that's what you kids are doing nowadays. And then by the time you get a girlfriend, they're going to make you spend it on stupid things like,
Well, then I won't get a girlfriend. And I'll say, bye-bye, girlfriends, and then I'll leave.
All right, well, let's not get out of hand here. Listen, video games are a great hobby for boys that are entering middle school. But when a grown-ass man wears a luchador mask and wants to call himself some kind of a gamer, do we have a problem when that happens, kid?
What does ass mean?
Thank you all for joining me for the A-List Alverson Show. We'll get you with the closing act for this week.
He just lost Vega. He just lost Vega. He just lost Vega. He just lost Vega. Yeah.
Vega! Foundation, I come to you today filled with shame. No, not like the masturbator. Not that kind of shame. But I am for shamed because I lost to the masturbator. And if I can't defeat a masturbator, then I don't belong here. Don't even look at me. Don't look at me. I'm no A-lister.
Wait. Did you all miss me? Well, pardon my dust. The game lair is under renovations right now for the summer. And you know, I thought that I could take the summer off and reflect, renew, re-energize. But, A-List Alverson, you said that if there's an easy way, you are going to take it. And boy, did you take it. You took advantage of my tag team partner. You and me, A-List, we have history. I helped save your butt in Elite Marks. But how do you repay me? You go and take advantage of Vega, who is still upset and lamenting about his match with the Master of Illusion. Unfairly scored, mind you. But that's neither here nor there. If you wanted the easy way, you could have just taken this match like a regular match. But no. We are upping the difficulty level. It's gone from easy to legendary. I will see you at Storm Warning.
If you keep up with the Blueprint regularly, you know that chicancery is usually afoot, and tonight it starts early as the match with A-list Alverson and Vega is thrown out. See, Vega seemingly was down for the count. The judges were about to award A-list Alverson the match, and out of nowhere, SNES reappears. We haven't seen SNES since Starting Point. He shows up. He lays down the challenge. So if I'm Drew Coleman and I'm watching this show, I might want to get a contract ready. And Drew, hey, thanks for the job, buddy. I appreciate it. Now let's transition to our next match. See, Dr. Doof had to hit the reset button, literally and figuratively, after his match against Sam Spade, who get well soon, by the way. And tonight, he takes on the #1 contender to the FTW Championship, the man who is trying to make promos great again, Franklin Benjamin. To the ring we go. Will it be Dr. Doof? Will it be Franklin Benjamin? Let's find out.
Doofus Works Good Incorporated.
Hello there. It is I. You're once again unlicensed, unethical, and unbathed Dr. Doof. And today, I am facing the one and only Franklin Benjamin, and he wants to make promos great again. Well, two can play that game because I have my Make Promos Great-inator! You see, Franklin, I too can make promos great again. See, with my Make Promos Great-inator, I am all ready to take over the Promoverse! And as your new ruler of the Promoverse, I declare that there will be more judging categories. That's right, there shall be more judging categories. We shall judge not only on character and delivery, but hygiene and comprehension and how many unnecessary pauses that are taken. See? I just did an unnecessary pause, which kind of defeated the point. But, Franklin Benjamin, you declare that the Promoverse has been boring and is, needs to be great. But it was already great because I, Dr. Doof, am the greatest promo artist to never be thwarted by a platypus. Okay, fact check says that's a lie as well. But the fact is, Franklin Benjamin, that when you step into the ring with Dr. Doof, you're gonna find yourself in a world of hurt. Not only do I have yin-inators up the yin-yang, I have more verbal jabs than you can swing a swing-like apparatus at. And I am going to destroy you and all the followers that you have misled, that you're some sort of great promo artist. Because Dr. Doof is going to be your future Blueprint, maybe prototype, or maybe even a tag team champion someday. Maybe I could, win the Foundation title someday. Let's do that. Hashtag Doof for Foundation title contendership. I know that is kind of long, but it is still going to make promos great again because Doof is due. Hashtag Doof is due. See, I should have gone with that earlier. So, I am Dr. Doof, and I approve that message. Ha ha ha! See, this life isn't so bad. And wait a second, platypus? Be the platypus! Curse you, Franklin Benjamin!
The following has been paid for by the committee to elect Franklin Benjamin.
Ladies and gentlemen, incredible men and women of the Foundation, we're gonna make promos great again. Believe me, when Franklin Benjamin speaks, people listen. They listen because they know that Franklin Benjamin is amongst the elite. They know that Franklin Benjamin speaks the truth. And today, we're here to talk about my upcoming match against a man who calls himself Dr. Doof. A man who I don't even have to give a nickname to. Because let's be honest, Dr. Doof is not all there. He speaks nonsense. Nobody understands what he's actually talking about. He says he's a doctor, but is he really? Or is it just fake news? When we talk about mediocrity in the Foundation, this is exactly what Franklin Benjamin is talking about getting rid of. Dr. Doof is an embarrassment to the Foundation. His incoherent babblings make about as much sense as Dr. Fauci's vaccines. And everybody knows how great those things are. Dr. Doof, your qualifications are as real as a $3 bill. It's time to drain the swamp. And that means getting rid of guys like Dr. Doof. We're gonna take care of business. Bigly. This match isn't for the FTW Championship. It's just a warm-up match. A little tune-up before Franklin Benjamin moves on to bigger and better things. Quite frankly, I don't understand why I'm even with a match against someone as useless as Dr. Doof. But you know what? We're gonna make an example out of him. Believe me. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be spectacular. Now, Dr. Doof, he's a great guy. He's probably a wonderful person, but let's face it, he doesn't belong in the same ring as Franklin Benjamin. He doesn't belong in the Foundation. We're gonna make the Foundation great again, and that starts by getting rid of the shithole promo artists like Dr. Doof. Your nonsensical ramblings, Dr. Doof, make you look like you belong on late-night infomercials, not in the ring with a true champion of the people, like Franklin Benjamin. When Franklin Benjamin steps into that ring, we're gonna make a lot of money. Billions and billions of dollars, and we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna take care of the incredible men and women of the Foundation. They're great. They're so good and so great, and that's why they're my people. And we're gonna do it bigly. So Dr. Doof, you better be ready, because Franklin Benjamin is coming. And believe me, it's gonna be huge. You won't be spreading lies and fake news anymore. We're gonna send you to some shithole country to practice on top of it. So pack your bags, Doofy, because everybody knows your time is up, because it's all about the Benjamins.
I'm Franklin Benjamin, and I approve this message.
Your winner, Franklin Benjamin. And if the man keeps up this momentum at Storm Warning, I could very well be saying, and new FTW champion, Franklin Benjamin. Now, before we get to the main event, let's take a look and see what's happening next week.
Prayers that tomorrow never comes. Yeah, I got friends in low places, so know that y'all down to ride with me in that rodeo. I always been shameless, running with a bunch of wild horses. It ain't no way that you can tame us. It's more than a memory.
Tyler, shut the fuck up for 1 second. Drew, get out here. I don't know if you bothered to do your job in the last 24 hours and see, but last night, those little fucks Soulstorm mercilessly and brutally attacked me when I wasn't ready. And as you can see, I'm still in a ton of pain from it. I don't care what your discipline for them is. I don't care if you suspend them. I don't care if you fire them. I don't care if you kill them. I don't even care if you send them to WTP. But do something. Is this the kind of stuff you allow on your show, Drew Coleman? Is this how you run your show?
Trevor, no. That is not how we handle things in the Foundation. I prefer we handle things in the ring. So if it's not much of an inconvenience for you, how about at Storm's Warning, you take on both members of Soulstorm, a 2-on-1 handicap match, and seeing how you are a big fan of the House of Thunder match, you want to qualify for it, this is a qualifying match for the House of Thunder. So good luck.
All right. A lot has happened there. A lot to unpack. First and foremost, I never thought I'd say this, but good job, Soulstorm, kicking the shit out of Trevor Robinson, the 11th commandment. That was chef's kiss. Now, You saw Trevor, who had gotten his ass kicked, looking for a little retribution in the form of some punishment. Well, it looks like he's going to be doling out the punishment himself, because at Storm Warning, you have got the 11th Commandment, Trevor Robinson taking on Soulstorm in a handicap match that is also a House of Thunder qualifying match. And if that isn't enough, it's time for the main event. We've got Bobby Miller. We've got Vagabond. We've got Don Krypton. We've got Lamar Wallace. We've got 4 men with history, and we've got room for one team to emerge victorious. It's main event time. To the ring we go.
Like wrestling order. Better than.
Dun, you fool. See, I don't know why you fell for that trap a while back thinking Vagabond was really gonna team with you again, my guy. I mean, y'all went down that road before and it didn't work then. So, why would you think he was gonna do it again? You see, the thing is, the Vagabond has finally, you know what? I don't need to explain it. I'll let you explain it, Vagabond.
That's right. I realized where I came from and where it all started. I also realized who was the most dominant force in all the Foundation, and that it started at home. Unlike you two lost souls.
I think that's the perfect way to describe it. Lost souls.
Look at yourself, Don. You're still at the very top, on your throne. Yet you are too much of a coward to realize the ideals that got you here in the first place. You see, I held on to the Blueprint title for oh so very, very long because I never let my intrusive thoughts win. I never let my intrusive thoughts cloud my judgment or fuel my paranoia, unlike you, Don. So how can you be ready for war when you already lost a war with yourself within your own mind, bitch?
That's because they'll never be ready. And that goes for you too, Lamar. Yeah, you might have won the Blueprint title now, but look at where you are now compared to where you were. And once you were the king of the mountain in all of the promo-verse. And now, you're just the champion in the lower card. Because that's where you relegated yourself. Meanwhile, the guy that you've beaten is only rising up in the ranks and moving on to bigger and better things. See, that's the thing that you all lack. You all lack the bigger picture in this motherfucker. And you, Wallace, you're just another guy lost in the fucking shuffle.
And it makes it no better that you two are the lost souls leading the blind into the darkness that is mayhem. The blind leading the fucking blind. It's a sad sight to see. Two shadows, two lost souls of what they once were.
Wait, mayhem is still a thing over here?
Yes, sir, Iceman. But, they can't see or hear because they're in that dark place, begging for relevance, begging for control, begging for that power that they once had once upon a time. Because they've lost their way, they've lost their edge, they've lost their mind, they've lost their soul. They've even lost their identity. Hell, they haven't had their identity since I was running with them all over the promo-verse, running shit.
You know what? I think you got a point. Because the only mayhem I've been hearing about is the number 3 pick over there on the other show. But thing is, you and Wallace go a little bit deeper, don't you?
Wallace is like a brother to me. Because he and I, we go all the way back to the era of reality days. EOR means the end of your fucking days. EOR, we all we got. It seems Mr. Wallace must have forgotten that. Because I was rising through the ranks. I was outshouting him. Young Gun was outshouting him. Young Gun was taking down all the big bads across the promo-verse. I became a success on my own. You didn't like that because we were going so far beyond you that you just didn't like it. You went from a strong, powerful leader to Don Krypton's bitch ass. Yes, I said it, and I'm spitting facts. I know it hurts, but the pain is gonna make you stronger. I hope you take this L and realize what you lost.
But I thought Wallace was the leader of Mayhem. Hell, it probably seemed that way because Don has gotten so fucking soft that there's no way that he can run an empire in this motherfucker. On the outside, he presents himself as a king, but in reality, he's nothing more than an outcast trying to find his way in this motherfucker ever since the BWO peers have came and took his whole fucking shine. See, Don, you're nothing more than a chihuahua masquerading as a big dog around here, and we came and proved that. And you know that there's no way that you can hold a candle to me.
Or me for that matter. And I can't stress this enough. I don't get the proper praise or respect that I truly deserve. And I've been proving my dominance for an entire calendar year as the longest reigning Blueprint champion within the history of the Foundation. Because for the first time ever, you see the longest reigning Blueprint champion and the longest reigning Prototype champion within the history of the Foundation teaming up for the first time ever. While these two motherfuckers were singing Kumbaya and having a come to Jesus moment, talking about the state of the mayhem, while we were dropping bodies, making the Foundation even better than these two ever could.
Well, when the lost is leading the lost, that tends to happen. See, what you two need to do is focus on yourselves. Focus on the path that you all are walking instead of stepping on the BWO, because you guys may have gotten recent wins over BWO members, but you fail to see the bigger picture and that we're putting all of this shit on our backs and we're carrying it way better than Mayhem ever did, way better than Era of Reality ever did. No disrespect, Vagabond, but the thing is, you all need to focus on all of that. And you all need to sit back and accept the next loss that you're about to take, which is this loss in this match. Something that both of y'all are way too familiar in experiencing with the Iceman Bobby Miller. Next fucking body, please.
Now, Foundation, feast your eyes on this iteration of Mayhem. Look at us back at Champs. Feels good. Don't it feel good, Don?
Mr. Wallace, before we even get into all that, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, and that ain't that far. I ain't forget what you did.
Really, Don? Come on, man. You gotta let that shit go. You gotta understand my position, dog. I still needed my job. I got 3 kids, man. These kids cost money, man. You gotta let go of that WGP shit. We are here now in the Foundation.
Yeah, alright. How do I know you won't pull the same shit Vagabond pulled on me?
Don, really, man? Come on, man. You do understand that I took care of Vagabond, right? I took the Blueprint Championship off of him. He's no longer the Blueprint Champion. He made himself an op. I think I proved myself. I think I proved that I'm down with Mayhem. Always been down with Mayhem.
Alright. We're gonna leave that Mayhem stuff alone because Mayhem was destroyed. And it was destroyed by that motherfucker, the Vagabond. See, he came to us talking about he wanted to be all cool, wanted to be down, wanted to cause chaos and madness, which is what the fuck he does, and then cause mayhem and destruction within the group that he so wanted to join. See, I am so sick of him being that one that jumps from faction to faction, whoever's the one that's the most popular at the time, the one that's the biggest at the time, the one that's most powerful at the time, and then destroying them from the inside. See, Bobby, I feel bad for you because you allowed this bitch in, and now you're gonna suffer the same fate that he did. You've got your own problems, but Vagabond, Vagabond, I'm gonna take you out. When I get my hands on you, it's gonna be a whole nother motherfucking issue.
Oh, and don't think we forgot about you, Iceman. See, you Mr. Me Too. And for those who don't understand what Mr. Me Too is always that guy that when somebody wants to put up their accomplishments and things that they done in this business, here come Bobby, me too, I did it too. But what you don't realize, Bobby, is that you always been that guy that's after it's been done, it's no longer special. Because anything you've ever done, hell, me and Don already did it. It doesn't make you special. You ain't nothing new. You ain't nothing that sets the tone, sets the bar. You're not a trailblazer. You're a trail follower. You're Mr. Me Too. It's just like after all the homies hit the same chick, you the 34th person to hit it. Me Too. It ain't special no more.
And speaking of Mr. Me Too, let's talk about the bottom bitch of this tag team. We got the follower, and then we got the one that takes all the shit from everybody. Vagabond, I hate you. I can't stand you. And with you thinking that you're the shit around here, and you immediately lost your title to Mr. Wallace the second you decided to kick me in the back, fucking karma. Fucking karma. And it's gonna keep happening to you. I swear to God, you're gonna have the worst year possible, and I'm gonna make sure that every single time I see you, every single time we face off, I am going to destroy you. I'm gonna make your life a living hell, because you think you can take out me, you think you can take out my faction, you think you can take out my dreams, my hopes, my aspirations. I am going to destroy you. I am going to come to you and make that shadow realm a thing of your own nightmares, because every single failure that you have is gonna be a result of me, and we already took it in PPA, and I'm gonna get my hand. Matter of fact, Drew, make this a match. Make this a fucking mess. Give me Vagabond 101. I'm tired of this bitch.
But this motherfucker Bobby though, joining up with him is the most craziest shit that ever baffled me, bro. It's as if Vagabond is really about to go down the same path that we saw in BWO with Sketch and Bobby. Vagabond is setting himself up for failure. He just don't know it. And I've been trying to help him realize it. But hey, some just don't want to listen. Hard head make a soft ass, don't it?
Yeah, that's true. It's very, very true. Honestly, Bobby, you're on the wrong side of history, man. And I've been begging you through every E-Fed I've seen you in to please, please put yourself on the right-hand side. Because Vagabond, he's choosing to be on the wrong side. You got roped in. I'm praying for you, Bobby. I'm praying for you.
I'm praying for these motherfuckers, because the history is going to be the downfall of these fools. See, we're going to come back to this. When it's all said and done, when the BWO faction has failed, when they turn on you, Bobby, when they turn on you, Vagabond, when they all discard you like the trash that you are, we're going to come back to this. And we're going to sit here and tell you, we told you so. Because you got to understand, Don Krypton, myself, we are the future of promo wrestling. We are then, now, forever, motherfuckers. We gonna make this promo shit matter again. We gonna take this shit to another motherfucking height.
Another level so high, we gonna have to start calling ourselves the gods of promo. Bobby, Vagabond, you fucked up this time. Bobby, you have an opportunity. Fuck you, Vagabond. I'm gonna come for you again. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, watch us make promos great again.
I will never call it an upset when four talented men are in the ring like that, but I am a little surprised that the BWO team of Vagabond and Bobby Miller got one over on Foundation World Champion Don Krypton and his partner Mista Wallace this evening. That was an outstanding main event, and with that, we conclude Blueprint this week. I ask you, follow us everywhere, because you need to see the action that happens in between all the action that's already happening. Find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, interact with us. We're there waiting to entertain you. And make sure you check us out next week. Next week is going to be absolutely spectacular. And we will see you then, Foundation for Blueprint.